regarding all these items that are being shipped out of the country. Mr. Speaker, yesterday we read in the news that some relief items were being shipped, and the military high command had gone to inspect these items before shipment. I've checked with my colleague, the ranking on Defense and Interior, as to whether or not the committee on this, the committee has been involved in any of these. He says no. Mr. Speaker, I think that the major policy decision like this must receive at least the blessings of Parliament. We are here as part of the ecosystem in the governance of the country. It cannot be that the members of Parliament would have to be reading this in the news. And when we have ministers who are first to come and signal us of this policy, that look, there is some disaster, the hurricane that struck Jamaica, and Ghana has a bilateral relationship with the good people of Jamaica. As part of that, we are committing $10 million, $5 million.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the Akwa a form from Ntim. Nina say or say Oba Sisi a die ahodo project Kasiapa and Oba Be a project we know what to a D oxygen city or Chasa no bet me abua amadani da nyina okopiem e mpatam honoma e dan adodo na enya bi emfa mo etri entumo no ho so ebetimi ababe haro mo etimi
Especially significant that this development is taking place here in Ho. The expansion of TDC Ghana Limited beyond the original Tema acquisition area is not accidental. It is a conscious policy. Development must not remain concentrated in a few enclaves. Our national objective is clear. Growth must be regional, it must be equitable, and it must be purposeful. Ghana continues to face a substantial housing deficit, one that weighs most heavily on working families, young professionals, and public sector workers. Addressing this deficit cannot be done in isolation. Housing must be delivered alongside roads, water, sanitation, transport systems, schools, healthcare facilities, and other economic opportunities. And so projects such as Oxygen City directly respond to this challenge. They represent integrated urban development, creating complete ecosystems where people can live, work, access.
To my penny so I did to a job, Chess, project now, and Chess, Bibia be at the Wohanum Hospital now, Pa, I guess on Sa Abacan was hospital now, on Babasi, our holiday Jai, Drew HM, Adriane, and now Pebe being so added the idea, sir, Ubenya baby so at me at I didn't pay my ba and yum to manager on Papa Pamope, a month for a more at me about the entertainment Nimono, or Chess, I guess Shatawali Munina, a bet me about this project where a year do HM.
And there's more good news. Let me announce to you that the houses are going to be priced in cedis, not in dollars. And the interest rate is going to be very low, single digit interest rates. And so it's going to be affordable for our workers to be able to acquire before they go on retirement. So this project for which we are cutting short today will consist of multi-story apartments in the configuration of 3-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments. There will be streets, street lights, proper drainage and sewage system. There will be water and electricity utilities all provided. A world-class hospital, and my understanding is Togbi Afede has already initiated moves to bring investors to build a first-class hospital in Oxygen City. The facility will also have a food and entertainment center. So those of you who like KFC and Burger King and all those food, you have a food and entertainment center. The entertainment center would include places of recreation. It will include areas where you can have dances. When Shatawale comes here, he can come and perform.
Oto mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no mampani koya ya dia so omeya subject for watimi asuma ebi ade sika aka ho akwakopiem e Jamaica ni nyina ne sa na kakra atwa mu ne anasa ba busumi ni na emframa kasie bi etimi afaye e Jamaica da wudo pie ne japade wudo pie no etimi asa no enam so amampani so atimi atia subject for no ahwemu sa omo entimi enkwa boam na eda hodo mu esisi no omo so entimi enso omumu.
They carved out a good reputation for service abroad, and I know that those of you who are dispatching today will hold the flag of Ghana high and you will not let us down. Through you, Ghana is going to convey a clear message to the people and government of Jamaica that they are not alone and that Ghana stands in solidarity with them. Ghana stands with them in this moment of rebuilding and recovery. This mission symbolizes a bridge of solidarity across the Atlantic and grounded in shared history and mutual respect. As I close, I'm confident that you will execute this mission with honor and distinction, and that you will serve with pride, humility, and dedication. And may your efforts bring hope and renewed strength to the people of Jamaica.
Na samia batoja ana okopiem wo mna shebedwam abano dani ma Adam Kuma wo mna shebedwam no ayeye wura Afenyo Markin na opani akasa di tuja wo chese sa asemwe na abana yade se hano papa esanso no de na ko susu senka omampani etimi aba mna shebedwam na ko no omo etimi ebobobo ho kra ansa kra na watimi akwana so de ya kra mpone se yade so omampani entimi amma mna shebedwam amma me kanhwe mna
regarding all these items that are being shipped out of the country, Mr. Speaker, yesterday we read in the news that some relief items were being shipped, and the military high command had gone to inspect these items before shipment. I've checked with my colleague, the ranking on Defense and Interior, as to whether or not the committee on this, the committee has been involved in any of these. He says no. Mr. Speaker, I think that a major policy decision like this must receive at least the blessings of Parliament. We are here as part of the ecosystem in the governance of the country. It cannot be that the members of Parliament would have to be reading this in the news. And when we have ministers who are first to come and signal us of this policy, that look, there is some disaster, the hurricane that struck Jamaica, and Ghana has a bilateral relationship with the good people of Jamaica. As part of that, we are committing $10 million, $5 million.
Na semkwaya so Reverend Ntim Fordjour and so ane central fueshia ya kasa kakra de fa ho se ade o mampani ya ne de wanya de kura wanfo buo antimi amamra shebedwam o chese o bepi o mangan ha se yenyina yansoso me ne bi wo hono ma ntokwa ekoso wo hono ma nde nkozuzu se soldier twa ya de o mo ekwa Jamaica nketimi ade o mo ekọ eye bokone ne mpata mo kranka no so ebetimi abua
asem pitu abi ya asem wan say ye wa ha ana ban no through the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources e de bedan ye say lithium agreement a MPP aban ye de bedan mo a ye ka say benya 10% no omo ka che say nya de pa dem mo de ba
to attention and to attention of the nation some very disturbing developments by the Ministry of Defense and by extension on the part of government. They've taken some very key issues, taking some very key decisions which should have come to Parliament for Parliament's prior approval. We woke up to the news of Ghana sending troops to Benin, and these troops that are committed to some undertakings in Benin ought to have come to the attention of Parliament for prior approval. Today we also are woken up to the news of government sending troops, military troops to Jamaica to assist on some humanitarian grounds and some reconstruction undertakings. We don't have any problem with the principles of assistance to these countries we have mentioned. However, the procedures that should have been followed and the due process of consulting this guest house, this Parliament House, in such decisions for us to be able to interrogate, to ensure transparency in the modalities, the framework, even the various costs that the state will incur, how long all these decisions taken will persist. These questions Ghanaians could not get opportunity to ask because they disregarded the Parliament as an institution. We are here and very much concerned because this is not a one-party state. They cannot run this government as a one-party state. We have executive, we have Parliament, and Parliament as an institution with all the relevant committees that are involved need to be carried along. Recently, when they sought to buy helicopters, they had to consult Parliament. So how come when you want to deploy troops to Benin, you do not consult Parliament? When you want to deploy troops to Jamaica, you do not consult Parliament? What are they hiding within this process? The first matter we want to tackle is that sending troops to Benin, we need to understand which protocols under which this deployment is going to be undertaken, how many troops are going to be sent, how long this operation is going to be undertaken, and what is the cost to the state? How much is it going to cost the state for these troops deployed to Benin that will be incurred as a result of this decision? We have to ask all these questions. We are demanding answers from the Minister for Defense, from all the relevant agencies who took this decision. We are also asking that even the accuracy of the decision and the propriety of the decision is in question, is in doubt. You recall that some time ago, similar deployments were made to Guinea-Bissau, ostensibly to preserve or protect good governance and protect democracy. The troops were there when the coup occurred. So the very troops who were sent there ostensibly to protect democracy and to protect good governance were there when the coup took place. And so in a situation like Benin, where the coup had already been attempted, allegedly...
Vincent Asafua ukopiem awatafo no anemra shebedwani timi ade ema no so ade na no atuliton dura wacha sani manumi ya aswafo hwe omeyensa se wonsam no nkontimi amfa de dwumadie ento ho no besansa wacha se kwayofo aso handle so do no ayade se ense na emfata
asempitu abi ya semwane se ana buy no through the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Ede be dan ye say lithium agreement MPP aban de be dan mo ye ka say benya 10% no. Omo ka che say nya de pa. Dem omo de buy no omo say 5%. In that current shape and form, ye ka che omo say nya de papa emmo ye. They defended on the floor of Parliament. Ye ka che say nya de papa. They've done all the consultations and they've done all the negotiations. In this current form, no, I idea be boy. You catch from say there be emwa. And now me no ka say ye nyina nim sem. Omo anka say action assign. Omo anka say aba be catch say because there were lack of consultations and if you like civil society inclusion anya mentino and in Africa ade no manya dey action assign. It is on that basis na ka say in every serious democracy no say what the parliament go out of press and also resigning. You say Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, but the Ghana for now agro. And we
Ukopiem awa ankramantama Regional Minister Awaha Ayama Melendano no so etimiaten ho esi amanto so ekopiemu awa Cläshes footbed na adwadifo on ma tonton ye ma honum no de to omanu me chese baabi a omudi dwa no ayade se ense na mfata kranti omo kwakosi na sia aha ye dibronya ni wie ya omo hwe no omo so etimi ansese omo ne ma emfa emfiri ho.
They are back here, and so I want to find out why they are back here, because they were asked to go to the market, and so let me find out from them. Why Johnny? But Afenyo yes, the Yaba has said Abeka Chamu said food bridge na aye week. Ntim adi wahase. This is a food bridge. Whoa, a food bridge. Mudi adani market way. Whoa, it's a man for never. They be complaining. Say food bridge. Mudi attending to market. It's almost to me for her. Moreover, that is not our priority. Our priority is the bridge now with anything at all can happen. See a samu. Who you man? Anchor inside in my. Why? Christmas. Yeah, the Christmas in Bachamu. It's Mudi Christmas in here. Mudi Christmas in here. 2 days. Cläshes food bridge. Yabaha enye baako enye mienu. Ushokwa assassini woso. Uchina so to be physically say woso. It's almost bridge na a week. Until was a reconstruct. The mayor is aware. I catch him. Ono nkasa baha abaye assessment. Ehun say ampa was a reconstructing building. It's ya catch a man for this. Yes, omu free hama ya say be ya million no benya de. Ebenya kwai. Ba uka ubaba later no na omu say wahase. It's ya mamu final warning. And then
Yenya ba ma ground so say wakasa kakra anra oni yenya ba kukuti wakasa wadi atuja wachese be 2 years atwamu de enema anhyeda ankoye amfa amanekwa naso esaso enipa ba kwa dade da nyina oma enema emu na bemu nti watimi agane nyina anu wachese edu ba bi na pom de wonsam anhyeda enkoye kura ana afe asabo enu osene kan ne de naso ebraso sa sese otimi aka wachese na wadi so eyade se etimi egu.
Divorce should never be your end.
Okay.
Health. If you overcome health, that means God has saved you.
Yes.
Because sometimes not even money can save you when it comes to health. Well, I'm happy where I am. I've gone through divorce. And it has been a roller coaster for me. And as I speak here, coming back on Onia, I must say that divorce should never be your end.
Okay.
Health. If you overcome health, that means God has saved you.
Yes.
Because sometimes not even money can save you when it comes to health. Well, I'm happy where I am. I've gone through divorce. And it has been a roller coaster for me. And as I speak here, coming back on Onia, I must say that I'm the most
Yeah, the headlines Musam no see has say great man has say and Africa masin so ha ntwamba boya ama yetimi awramu ana Mausa Magro video ya manfo kasa saza ala kasa lectures kasa Magro warrior na nyade se ebecha sa ase nsem na wakaye no eyade se abemo dru ba bia ne enwa bi eho eka mamu ma ye nyina so emfa entwetwe ne sansa brabo no ebi ebetimi atwana na hu se enema ekoye ade amawa ebedu baabi no ubonse enema atimi adane kakranti yesema se du baabi ase yenwa bi ekwa huchem na ase ya twetwe no eyade se eya na ehadwempa da great man bibi abakọ de abusiafo ni nyina so ho ye
obi aso ho ye se oja pose se no am se once also be issue S1C the number.
Okay. Oti gamasi na so be issue na.
Gamasi na be issue. I'm jini. I'm asem. Yeah.
Hey.
My watch not one say. Now come to me piano. Ablakwa was the free and then.
So Nyanya, you
I'm sorry, I was saying.
Hey, Azabu.
And I'm saying I would not and then was to another.
Okay. All right. Masaud Masaji Abba Mamini Enfu on Mansana Maba. The great man so I say Masau Kumasa Bantama and the Masaji Abba. Our encourage delegates were behind Dr. Baumia, a leader whose record of competence, service, and dedication position himself. Hey, Azabu, MPP. We had a support to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or something.
Oh, sir, and I remember for Ntim Martin. Yes, Emma for Ntim Martin. Because you know what, those on top, I see that everybody is supporting Baumia. You see, I love Baumia. He's somebody who is very competent. You know, when we talk about the digitalization, I think that all these things came out of his knowledge and will contribute a lot. But you see, history will continue repeating itself. MPP should have been fast enough to check a lot of things. They should have asked themselves a question, say, Vice President be ultimately understanding. And we need presidency now. It is not like that when it comes to MPP. But when you go to NDC, that is their line. That has been their historic process or event. I don't know why we are having people as they claim to say, say they have the men. You see, when you have the men, you are talking about, when you say a man, you are talking about somebody all the time they sit down on the history, knowledge, so they should have taken this incident so quick enough. Now from that assessment, so out of that, committing the leader, from the one, me say, at that time, former president Nana Elkon, but we should have gone with him. Oh, I tell you, you shouldn't have gone with him.
About 8 years,
that's what I or passing back. Because some brothers, politically, I know at times within every political group, dialogue, say your pen, say yampe. What I say, or the group or the year. Because, for instance, like the days of former President before, what I say, and then also former president. You see, within this former president, and the flag of MPP, everybody mentioned, within their camp, within their setup, no more two functions. What I say, maybe the Americans, that's here. Maybe one for AKBC. At that time, now he was in the camp of Nanado. Oh yes, he was in the camp of Nanado. And now, almost chairman then, and Onyemba because I'm talking about making more of your most as well. Most work for them a camp. And in fact, everybody here fast. No more to do the money now. So Sabi, and a stop.
All right.
Opa, once again, Bomio fail.
Rama. Bibi aboko there. Me send voice be by anama. Oh, and you chile alaji bi ni se me wo ho friend me was hey. Na ga masi do ma mesre sa na o se ade ba ko kaya ohun se wonsam na wo kana chese no wo shada nyini ne se o ka se de ma nkoyi no. Oh. So we have to do quite how call Ukraine the whole for the ballot there. Hey, Alaji Said. Alaji Said, who showed you where they chia papa ya boache. Saka o ya jiadi.
Obi am tu kwa blend no ablano de ede na me.
The cash me na come job. Can be video tro.
Now by then adeba.
Oh, Rameba asas debia.
O kanu. Nde so for the kanu de. uhu ya na ndi oh oh me de me hu anu de me hu ka de me hu anu de ntro de ana me mpintu de anu de chire ba ka de me hu da nemom adwo mu ana de ba ndi nyam se ka do kre Ntim ande me hye da hu so de aba happy
Chala discussion here is a problem.
Madam,
okay. Zafo. Say ala memla gama siso. Gama. Na ba fasa say omampani de soldiers wey bi ko Jamaica ya adom kuma for Asafua on sena ke so bamla she bedwam kra bebo amanen.
Jamaica mo ko tanto pa.
Oh, on se be wa mantini na from majampan to be.
Oh, okay.
This one kwa akwaboa mo de $10 million na me fans de kan ho de koy.
Asas, I'm going to Jamaica.
Ghana no nyoma bi say na ya odwon wa wonti
ase
because you know you hanoma you want to kwa bibire wo say fight
ena na dom kuma na kan say bokon sansem ya
galam say je so yehu ba bia de akosi na ye times gas am obi wu kwahwe aba ho kire wonzo say me mi kaka wo mo
tanu nche say wo kire wa wonye papa
da bi papa bi wo hono asas papa ya wo be ya na wonso wo da the same problem no yenye sapa
sa enya hwe yenuam no mo ho aka
kan Bible kra o say love yourself what you say Exodus o say do ho you see it is a wo your mind na say wo
o say do onwonko sa wo ho
do ho wo hansa na do yonko sa wo no wo Leviticus e wo na kan do yonko sa wo so etu
na do ho no e wo he
wo Exodus chapter 4 verse 8
okay
you see into your mind that problem no the same thing you see and then bokon talk ya fight ya you hu utimi is gazam fast soldiers kan wo say ngo bo obia hwehwe ni mu ade ye bisa no edu ba bia ya na ha bi
o ba me de mo ni senka
me ni dom kuma
ya ade
na ka wo say papa
hono na parliament na hono na anko no but say
mine na this year na airport what you say o mine is gas na ya de dia kam nti o say sa no bibisa na de nketimi fa parliament na o motimi bobo at least anko amadom kuma kra na bobo mu no gbamu say na ade ne ye de ekokosi dan say mampani akasa de ne tumi ebe Falipa Akosa,
okay. All right. The great man.
You see, little bit concerned the Jamaican issue. Senator Gamafican.
No, I'm saying you be an uncle, they are total so they are my near who the way see it, said the bear, the air can
because I'm bringing $10 million
US.
$1 million US. Mumu convertment from 2000 about 10. We are not saying say be a papa. But you see, as some are to Jamaicans no. Yeah, quite no. Yeah, technical no harm our fine.
See a cobwa suffer.
In what sense?
Say one person almost says CCC or Madani BMT a cobwa more.
It's just until you're quite at it. More mostly dying. Nibinako, and mom missing for coming to for count on more call as a say.
So just na na sa ni mani nyina ewum oh.
Yeah, Ghana oh. Sorry we dey enjoy. You na housing project. I have problem Ghana.
Oh, say oxygen city no mampani ekosi no from Ntim no.
Yes.
So for oxygen city anya dan ketwa.
Oh, no mind.
Very complete.
Hono ni asam no.
We see, we see all these things.
Google baby. Send me housing project. Yeah, who baby ah.
Yeah, this kind of create look and share. On measure mere, on munjai. All I say, on measure on munjai. Share, only be. Sa no mo going to make a musa for so be any so because and never see what Bokono and Yadia
as a Bokoto and shed them my form sound.
Yes, I'm transit, but check a lot of news here as I'm you see. And this has to be fine. You can't say papa.
Okay, so Jamaica, you know, Kakram family, you know, more country, me de Mahoney Sanke, your Cobwa or Manka. Your footbridge,
The town of Black River on Jamaica's southwest coast. This was where Hurricane Melissa unleashed its worst. Everywhere, evidence of the destructive power of 185-mile-an-hour winds. And on its ruined streets, 3 days on from the storm, growing desperation. Aid, which has been arriving in the capital, hasn't yet found its way here.
It hasn't come. No minister, nobody hasn't reached there. No supplies, no helicopter help, nothing.
We are hungry here now, so what we can get until they assist us, we will take it.
Tracy Ann rode out the storm at home, trapped upstairs as the ground floor flooded. Now she's back to see what remains of her cafe and clothes shop on the seafront.
It was just shocking to see everything inside. It's washed to the road. It's the tables, the dining tables, the furnitures. It's crazy.
The town's hospital had part of its roof peeled off by the storm. It is still just functioning, staff having done their best to keep their patients safe.
We had to carry them to the top floor, which essentially caved in, so we had to move them back to the ground floor in the accident and the emergency area.
Your friend is say
Your friend Tika.
I'll take her.
Hey, I've seen the sports lawyer.
Oh yeah, Juma hospital.
Okay. Idea kakra enkra die omo adwadifo esemo swelling from se chin ehwa no better just a food bridge no kwa say na sheki kakra.
Let me say this.
E better wa na bu aguni pass
so for like by law it is illegal.
Okay.
In the sense that once a footbridge car where missing money it's illegal.
Okay.
But look at Obi as Aqua the container that was there on the flat.
Bobo
on the BN. Emma, if you go to suffer like you ask your baby body. You see, the point I want to make is that you may have bylaws wearing. Because be any adentia, you see the pants now.
And Diana had you cross Ubos, sir, interchange the baby sending pan for more for no more. Quite a cat, so one would take one novel. I'll find the beer, Quana, Muno Betra. Oh, that's a general.
We need to make just store. No, in your man, go out and not store it out. You see,
now market the hall near better at Naquan.
So, see, this is the time I was ready to one started because there be a much now on a car, let's my car. I doubt we be going to start and everywhere who are not paying you, we sound in your mouth. Like, you know, one but sometimes, you know, I am not make me this one a bump and before
the minister crowd say, or more Marcus in this year. On crowd, dear.
This is a store, so my price,
of course, so.
And the store back almost 2 billion. I akwese unibia unti
ene atutu ya die unkwa na obetimi mi de mi ntimi nto
so me say akwa mbese me 8
o just toss ne say
so
8 ni be say
8 ni de me fan say me number almost
because 2000
16 oh ala
16 2016
but I am not kaka be that something
look at 2000 cancer okay 2.3
oh baje 2 billion sa 8 na dey there
me be ma some kophobia was me poor mu wiase so
etu be man bia na
oh there's a way okay in life
that mean you okay me the madam my okay
na my so fu nyo bia or no okay na
waka na so fu we okay there o be
ba ko je tun wa kuma beti mo bo mo ba se o don family on te mo jiri pa
gamasi 2 billion 8 okay ene osikaba
na sabi ye be si store be wie kura na je wati dwomo na watena we bia be 15 years we nyes ka nji
okay
let's ka for na san so agi store be na ye num asan boso
all right
eno ne ade a ema no tambia ye mu so mo tete kwan mo it is aban ne man ni ko da side o si stores ni we are on na prices no emba form be aban store kran ye nje mbro 4 years but e na bit me je 30 years
no gusu aban ne dia
obi timi je be 40 years na be any dia not but emrane so ye dey encheresa this aban ni hwe na sa ni o man ni no de ni o magu akwan ma I think say be boa ma kwan ho no because ni pano timi je store timi so timi fie ma komo ne
okay
ti o hwe sa ni o man ni na na e be boa ma ni o timi aye kama
all right tafo ni akọ magwa wale na mehu se amanfo de cancelutros na cancelutros ka se magwa wale enko ba bia
Ghana no we are a peace of mind is everything you see say oh baby na we na on your okay na we free it doesn't mean say
we failure
but before adwene you see bibini as o dwene nyoma bi wa on chase
o divorce so ya na
chase o as de nyoma nkoya ma bi as we are seeing na you see sometimes you know who bet me and make a choice be in the beginning now who say the best choice more but who we now who say nyoma ACT na who to me
can say we find
yes grab am but a true baby no nyankopon ye de e block ko be pon so ko bon pai e je be yan ka kuruwa we mane ye de parliament but all ban no nim say sa na be de be kwa koye you see enti e true baby a wo situation wo bibi mu na say wo free ma e kire say wa fail
okay
you see e kire say wa fail because
and the divorce so they can ni pa bra bo
you see owo kura be ma wuja oba kura e divorce ni bia because we ni ka wa na de to na daka it need now some more divorce
okay
so yes I can some for wale o mo yere mo okuro ma nga yent me nkan it need now so e kan so it is a bibisa ba and just wa
okay
na Ghana is adwene
yes sunwini wo ana oh de o si handle ne de mani ajo papa anko ameka kura nka obi animo wa sister na odaso ne ye firi otimi kono adwani nyina ye de ede ma no
na ni ade ya na me pepa
so ho we matured anye de
oh ekrana you see I don't know that let me pass be picture bet me esi mo wan san so
akabom
that's how you build
am sa akabom anka bebu apa awale jade edu ba bia na e hadwe amla wo ho no
yes me hu kwa e be fa so e be tutu
suffer
okay you see let me say it quick divorce is not meant for separation
okay
but divorce is a time of saving a life. The reason being is because I say, however I would think on one ban, you can even lose your life.
Sure.
Or you can lose certain part of your body. When you lose your mind, you are entering into a matter. Anything can happen. And there are times when or not about the so if indeed Kebe say
waka sama shasi e come afede o si
Sa onim owu sa okoda.
Yes.
Aha owu.
Because the pictures be back.
Because open the picture na there.
And the AI cry ye bia.
Passport clock can say. Ewu.
O renew ma.
Obi ontimi ya.
That is a passport kwa oni bi.
Passport for Russia, UK, and a Holland passport. Nina ansana Ghana.
Afo, yango. Afo yango.
Corporate minister.
But you see, some kind of yeah, I didn't see and one. The reason why Emma and Mama Blanc me cancel me see. One said the first marriage no. First one the second one. What I said? What's it? How now? What you know? A year, you know. I don't mind Lutrot. That kind of because one. But if I say our dear, what I said? Ne quiet. And a person like Nana Mama Brown, not seven. Your time is mature or a door is being opened for itself or enter into a marriage. A lot of things need to be considered.
Okay.
Because not in my phone. Because of fashion.
Okay.
And
for
look beyond
sika. And I said, "Bia me nyini." Enti mame kwa wale bi.
Okay, me was all right. Me here be man sika bia. But because of sexual satisfaction, young guy, over to me pin me here.
Okay.
There's a almost no money, you know. Yeah, it's not only Nana Mablau. So many people are taking that kind of advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, no, Obuno, come and catch yourself.
And that
is the one choice that he made.
Sure.
So fine, we're making choice now. Yes, how she handled the issue, you know, it seems that now or you're mature.
Sure.
What is it? Serious or you're mature, but areas you make up, but be a scout on some
okay. All right, Gama yakwa sports tell the unquay.
Carabao Cup.
And no, Madrid or Manchester impress me, sir. Okay.
Manchester City, you know, the moon assembly going on.
All right.
21st of this month.
Okay. Young count so for Afcon de young could be. All right, and your tape for better to your bag. I must see the sports lawyer and the sports number 2 so a day amount.